All right. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who teach and rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. It's your brother Lachema coming again with another quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah on this Shabbat, man. And so I got two videos that I'm profiling because we're in a time of war, man. You know, and it takes war to free up a nation. It's time for the Lord to come back and free us up out of this captivity that we're in, man. You know, but before I get into those two videos, I'm going to get a couple of precepts right quick. That's going to be straight to the point. And then I'm going to add more precepts along with the video, man. All right, first precept I got is Exodus 15:3. It reads, the Lord Yahweh is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh is his name. The Lord's name, the Heavenly Father name is Yahweh, man. Yah meaning he, Hawa exists. He exists. His son's name is Yahweh Shai. Yah meaning he, Hawa Shai is the deliverer, man. You know, the Heavenly Father, he exists. Yahweh Shai, he is the deliverer. And he coming back to deliver us, which is the nation of Israel, out of this captivity that he put us in, man. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians, of the elect of the nation of Israel, man. The Lord is coming back for us, man. All right? And I say us because hopefully I'm a part of that number, man. And all the rest of the sincere brothers that teach this truth on the highways and byways and risking their life to do so, man. Like the Elder Malcolm I always say, man. And shalom to the Elder Malcolm, man. Double honors, you know. But I'm going to read Exodus 15:3 again. It says, the Lord Yahweh is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh is his name. All right, so I'm gonna leave from there, and I'm gonna grab Deuteronomy 4:24. It says, for the Lord Yahweh thy God is a consuming fire, even a jealous God. The Lord has jealousy, man. All right, don't get that twisted. He has jealousy. All right, next precept, Proverbs 6:34. For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. The Lord is not finna spare you heathens in the day of his vengeance, man. The Lord is coming back to get revenge on what you, first and foremost, to what you did to him and what you did to his people, man. Okay? Don't get this shit twisted, man. The Lord is coming back to kill. Point blank, period. And the Lord want to be worshipped in his true nature. Okay? Since judgment ain't executed speedily, it's fully set in these niggas' heart to do wickedly until the Lord creep up on you and take you out off the face of the earth, man. Okay? The Lord does not play, man. Okay? So stop trying to put him inside of a box and make it seem like he's some kind of cupcake, because he's not, man. I'm going to read it again, Proverbs 6:34. For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. The day of the Lord is coming, man. And that day is going to be pure vengeance, man. Okay? Let's see what else did I have. Yep. So I'll leave it right there, and I'm going to grab the other precepts that I have. Well, I'm going to go ahead and grab them because the point that I want to make is in my last book, which is Jeremiah 50. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Zechariah 8:2. So like I'm going to grab Zechariah 8:1-2. It says again, the word of the Lord Yahweh of hosts. It says of hosts, of armies, man. The Most High is a man of war, and he is the man of armies. So he finna get ready to gather all these armies together and pour upon his indignation upon them, man. Which is thermonuclear, intercontinental ballistic missiles, ultimately. But before the nukes fly, it's going to be all-out war everywhere, man. Okay? I'm going to read it again. Zechariah 8:1. Again, the word of the Lord Yahweh of armies came to me, saying, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of armies, I was jealous for Zion with great jealousy, and I was jealous for her with great fury. I'm just go ahead and get verse 3. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I am returned unto Zion, and will dwell in the midst of Jerusalem, and Jerusalem shall be called a city of truth, and the mountain of the Lord, Yahweh of armies, the holy mountain, man. Jerusalem is the mother of us all. We ready to go back to Jerusalem, where we from. We are the real Jews that the Bible talk about, man. It's beautiful, isn't it? But we in some terrible time, man. Don't get it twisted. So right now I'm going to play this video right quick. And it's a point that I want to make. I'm going to grab a scripture. I'm going to play the video right quick.
Welcome back. I'm here now with Gordon Chang. We just spoke with House Majority Leader Steve Scalise, and China says it is sending a special envoy on Middle Eastern affairs to the region to conduct mediation efforts, they claim. Beijing condemning the attacks earlier this week, now having to rely more on Russian oil due to massive supply disruptions in the Strait of Hormuz. China buys up to 80% of Iranian oil. Meanwhile, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that China is now accelerating production of submarines to attack the United States.
It says, I'm going to read the article. It says the Wall Street Journal, China building subs that can strike U.S. from closer to home, U.S. Navy warns. China has been developing, it says China has been developing new submarine technology and a bigger, better fleet that is gaining on the U.S. and its allies, spurring a new undersea arms race in the Pacific. Man, listen, China ain't bullshit, man. China is finna protect Iran right along with all the other nations, man, because they already know what America about. America playing piracy, man. They trying to get all the oil, you know, from Iran, man, because China, Russia, and all the other nations get oil from Iran, man. You know, trying to set up a puppet leader. But I'm gonna play some more of the video because this is the point right here. It says China building subs that can strike U.S. from closer to home, U.S. Navy warn. And the scriptures prophesy about this, man. We gonna get it. I'm gonna play some more of the video.
Closer to home. Writing, quote, China has been developing new submarine technology and a bigger, better fleet that is gaining on the United States and its allies.
Because China building underwater. China has nuclear submarines that are drones, unmanned, and can float underwater undetected, man. That's heavy. And that's just the Lord giving them that knowledge to build this type of equipment, man. Because the Lord want all-out war, man. The Lord is so far out there that the masses cannot understand the Heavenly Father nor His Son, man. Okay? I'm going to play some more of the video.
Spurring a new undersea arms race in the Pacific. These subs that can strike U.S. from closer to home, the U.S. Navy is warning. Joining me now is Gatestone Institute Senior Fellow.
Submarines can strike the U.S. from closer to home, man. Okay, let's grab a little bit more of the video.
Gordon Chang. Gordon, that is some statement that the Navy has warned us about.
Yes. You know, the Chinese, they don't actually need better submarines. All they need to do is stay close to their shores in what they call the bastion areas, like the Yellow Sea. But obviously, they do want subs to be able to get closer to the U.S. And by the way, we have Chinese submarines in the Arctic, which would be very, very close to Alaska and the homeland. So this is really an important development. And we have got to make sure that we have got the attack subs that can take out those ballistic missile submarines of the Chinese.
And it's incredible. You know, the Hudson Institute has reported that China armed Iran with advanced missiles. Every warhead carries Chinese components. We've reported on this program many times that China sends these components to Iran. The guidance systems, the propellant chemistry. China provided air defense systems to Iran. U.S. and Israeli strikes decimated them. And that China invested $100 billion in Iranian infrastructure. I mean, clearly, China is on the side of Iran with all of this, and then they want to send a Mideast envoy to go condemn the attack.
Man. China has one of the largest, like top 3, man, militaries in the world, and they standing behind Iran, man. It's finna get bad out here, man.
Today, how do you see this?
Well, first of all, that envoy is going to try to stop the United States from attacking Iran. And clearly what we should be doing is ignoring this guy. You know, the Chinese are an enemy combatant. That's the way we should treat them. They have been supplying Iran with all the components for their weapons, as you just talked about. Diplomatic support, propaganda support, elevated commodity purchases. Last year, 87.2% of Iran's exports of crude went to China. It's across-the-board support. And so the United States just needs to say, look, we want to stop this. We have to also impose costs on China.
Yeah, so why have we been buying drones from China for so long? I asked the chairman of the Intelligence Committee.
Everything comes from China and the U.S., man. Even America's own flags, they don't make their own flags. Those flags are made in China, man. Those flags aren't made in the USA. And China's supposed to be America's enemies, man. But you have your enemies making your flags? That's crazy, man. But I think that's pretty much the point on this video. Let me play a little bit more.
Yesterday, Rick Crawford was my special guest, and I want to get your take on this. I know at this point we've stopped buying Chinese drones from DJI, but there are so many of them already in our arsenal. Here's what he told me yesterday. Watch this.
Have you heard about Pop-On Roofing? We need 50 homeowners in your area to trial this radically simple new roofing.
Congressman, what about all of those drones right now in our arsenal that China made?
The drone manufacturing has moved so fast. Heck, I've got companies in my district that were engaged in this 10 years ago, but they were outpaced by the Chinese. They wanted to be able to offer these products to American farmers, but they couldn't keep pace because the technology changed so quick, and they were outfunded. And they had to go a different direction with it. So now we're reliant on these Chinese drones. We can't continue with that type of footing.
Do you believe this operation in Iran is as much about China?
It's a very tenuous relationship.
On that video, but the point is, the point of this video, I'm gonna read it again right here on the screen. It says China accelerates submarine production to attack U.S. and challenge undersea dominance, man. All right, so I'm gonna get these precepts right quick. This is because this Jeremiah 50, and the point is in verse 14. Jeremiah 50 and 14. The point of this lesson is in Jeremiah 50 and 14 because this is what's about to happen, man. Prophecy is fulfilling itself, man. Okay, it's Jeremiah 50, and I'm gonna start at verse 1 through 14. It says, the word that the Lord Yahweh spake against Babylon. America is Babylon, man, modern day. It says, and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Yep. It said, declare ye among the nations. That's what we do, man. We declare among the nations that y'all finna go to war. And it's the Most High that's making you gather together, man, because the Lord is instigating the fight, man. The Lord is promoting the fight, like the Apostle Gabor said, man. You know, or the Apostle Ramla, one of them. The Lord is promoting the fight, man. All right. Verse 2, it says, declare ye among the nations, and publish, and set up a standard. Publish, and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken. Baal is confounded. Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded. Her images are broken in pieces because America has all those same idols, man, of these ancient kingdoms, man. America is the modern day Chaldeans, the modern day Babylonians, the modern day Egyptians, man, the modern day Assyrians, all the above, man. The modern day Grecians, the modern day Romans, the list goes on, man. All right. It says, verse 3, for out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, yep, Russia, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. It says, verse 4, in those days and in that time, said the Lord Yahweh, the children of Israel shall come, us, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latino, Native and Seminole Indians, man, who make up the 12 tribes of Jacob. This is a bloodline thing, man. Okay, don't get it twisted. It says, in those days and in that time, said the Lord Yahweh, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah, that's the northern and the southern kingdom, put back together. It says, together, going and weeping, they shall go and seek the Lord Yahweh, their power. They shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, saying, come and let us join ourselves to the Lord Yahweh in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten. That's the new covenant, man. We ain't in the new covenant yet. We're in the beginning stages of the new covenant. The new covenant begins with us waking up, man, learning this truth, man, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, getting the 100% doctrine. All right. Jeremiah 50:6, my people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray right to this day. It says, they have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. All that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh, the habitation of justice, even the Lord Yahweh, the hope of their fathers. Yep. Remove out of the midst of Babylon, America, and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans, America, and be as the he-goats before the flocks. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations. All these nations are getting ready to come against America, man. We see it plain and clear. We see it, man. This is the build-up. This is the build-up right here, man. It's happening. It says, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon, America, an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. See, China, they talking about China accelerates submarine production to attack U.S. and China's undersea dominance. It says, but the title of this video, it says, very close. Chang warns China submarines moving closer to U.S. shores. This is Jeremiah 59 right here. It says, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon, America, an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. Nah, they ain't going to return in vain, man. And that north country is Russia, man. Because these nuclear-powered drone submarines, they gonna shoot nukes, man. It's gonna set this bitch on fire. They talking about camping around this motherfucker, man. Getting closer to American shores, man. This thing is happening fast. Okay? Jeremiah 50:10. And Chaldea, America, shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, said the Lord Yahweh. This is already written. These nations gonna be satisfied for destroying this bitch, man. So it'll behoove you Israelites, the elect of the nation of Israel anyway, because 2/3 are going to get completely destroyed here in America, man. They ain't going to turn back to the Lord. It's going to be just like in the days of Noah. They were partying and they were bullshitting to the day that Noah and his family entered into the ark, and the doors were shut closed, and it started raining on them niggas, man. Now they beating on the door trying to get in. Well, the next spiritual ark is going to be a chariot, man. And once we get beamed up and escape this fire, we're going to be looking down to see the judgment of you wicked motherfuckers, man. You heathens and you 2/3. Here in America, man. Okay? Don't get it twisted. Verse 50 and 10 again. And Chaldea shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, said the Lord Yahweh. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage. Israel's the Lord's heritage. Us, man. So-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians. We make up the 12 tribes of Jacob. All right? It says, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. Yeah, your mother shall be sore confounded. Britain, Great Britain. That's the founding mother of America, man. America comes from Great Britain, man. It says Britain, as in the mother of America. America will be destroyed and left as a desert, man. That's the breakdown, point blank, period, man. This thing is happening fast, man. Jeremiah 50 and 13. It says, because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. America will be totally fucking destroyed, man. Thermonuclear intercontinental ballistic missiles, which is the lake of fire. Okay? It says, everyone that goeth by Babylon, America, shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. And fire is that main plague, man. That shit eat your fucking skin up. Because contrary to popular belief, hell is not a place where your spirit go and burn forever, because the spirit is a consuming fire itself. So how the hell can it burn, man? Please tell me. Okay? The lake of fire is gonna burn people's flesh off their fucking body, man. Okay? Don't get it twisted. Verse 14, that's the point. Put yourselves in array against Babylon, America, round about all ye that bend the bow. The bow is the nuclear silos. The bow are these fucking submarines that shoot these. Anything that shoots off a nuke is a bow. It says shoot at her. Spare no arrows. The arrows are the missiles, man. Anything that shoot a missile is the bow. The arrows are the missiles, man. Don't get it twisted. It says, for she have sinned against the Lord Yahweh. Yep. I'm going to read verse 15. Shout against her round about. She have given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh. Take vengeance upon her as she have done. Do unto her, man. America ain't ready for what's finna fucking happen to it, man. And we see these things plain like Jane, plain and clear, man. The water Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, man. Okay? For this vision. Because the vision is yet for an appointed time, man. It will surely come and will not tarry. Okay? So I'm going to leave off on that part. I could get more, but for the sake of time, I'm going to leave off right there. I'm going to grab this next video that I have. And I'm going to get my closing precepts, and they're going to be that. Because this video that I'm finna go into now, man, it shows those drone submarines that China got, man. Let's get it.
Welcome to the GED Academy. My name is Leonard, and I'm going to be your personal teacher.
China is set to unveil massive autonomous underwater drones unlike anything seen before. At Beijing's parade, these 20-meter submersibles will debut, marking a breakthrough in undersea technology. In this video, we'll reveal their design and why they could reshape the future of the oceans. When rehearsal images from Beijing surfaced in August, observers noticed something unusual. Enormous torpedo-like vehicles mounted on transporters. One stood out immediately, carrying the designation AJX-002, confirming that China is now ready to publicly showcase its extra-large uncrewed underwater vehicles, or XLUVs. The AJX-002 is no small craft. It measures approximately 18 to 20 meters long and 1 to 1.5 meters in diameter, making it one of the largest underwater drones ever displayed. Its streamlined design relies on pump jet propulsion, chosen for quiet and efficient movement through the sea. 4 lifting lugs along its body make it clear this craft is deployed by crane, while 2 additional lugs near the center hint that it can be separated into sections for easier land transport. Alongside AJX-002, analysts notice something even more intriguing, a second, larger design, mostly hidden under tarps. Although roughly the same length, this one appears twice the diameter, allowing for far greater internal capacity. Unlike AJX-002, it uses X-form rudders, a design often associated with improved control and stability at varying depths. At least 6 underwater drones were seen in parade rehearsals, 4 AJX-002s and 2 of the larger models. This detail is key. It shows China isn't simply experimenting with prototypes but is moving toward fleet-scale deployment. Considering that China already operates the world's largest XLUV testing program, with trials at bases in Sanya, Yulin, and Dalian, this public reveal confirms progress beyond testing. The AJX-002 immediately drew comparisons to Russia's well-known Poseidon project, a giant underwater drone designed for extremely long-range missions. Both share a torpedo-like profile, large size, and pump jet propulsion. But while the resemblance is striking, the details suggest China may be pursuing a different path. The key question is how these vehicles are powered. Diesel-electric systems typically require ventilation masts, yet no such feature was seen on AJX-002. If battery-powered alone, endurance would be limited, making its massive scale harder to explain. This puzzle has led to speculation about more advanced propulsion. Reports have hinted at an ambitious idea, a disposable nuclear reactor. In theory, this system could keep the drone moving at 30 knots for up to 200 hours, after which the reactor would detach and sink to the seabed, leaving the vehicle to continue on battery power. This would be a very different approach compared to manned nuclear submarines, prioritizing extended missions without permanent onboard nuclear systems. Still, Chinese experts urge caution. Nuclear scientist Guo Jian, writing in the Journal of Unmanned Underwater Systems, stressed that China's project shows substantial differences from Poseidon. Instead of replicating a single-purpose concept, AJX-002 is more likely designed for flexible roles, ranging from reconnaissance to long-duration surveillance and ocean mapping. Whether nuclear-powered or not, the propulsion debate highlights the ambition behind these drones. Even without reactors, their scale and design point to long-range autonomous operations, something very few navies have achieved.
Long-range operations, man, can leave all the way from China and encamp it right around the U.S., man. That's heavy. The Lord is cold, man. He is out there, man.
The unanswered question about propulsion is less about what AJX-002 is today, and more about what it signals for the future. The introduction of these massive drones is more than an engineering milestone. It marks a change in how undersea technology might shape the future. For decades, undersea operations relied on manned submarines, anti-submarine vessels, and fixed seabed sensors. With XLUVs like AJX-002, the framework shifts toward autonomous endurance and flexibility. One major implication lies in seabed infrastructure. Today, much of the world's ocean monitoring depends on underwater sensor arrays. Large drones could probe, map, or even test the resilience of these systems, potentially revealing blind spots. With the ability to operate quietly for weeks, these drones challenge the assumption that undersea networks are untouchable. Just as important is their multi-mission capacity. AJX-002's size allows it to carry advanced sonar, electronic sensors, or even modules for placing monitoring devices across remote stretches of ocean. Unlike manned submarines, these drones aren't limited by human endurance, making them ideal for extended deployments. Scale matters too. With 6 drones already confirmed in rehearsals, 4 AJX-002S and 2 larger models, China is demonstrating this isn't a single experimental craft. In contrast, other navies such as the United States are still in the prototype phase with programs like the Orca XLUV. China's readiness to reveal multiple variants signals faster progress than most expected.
Faster progress than the U.S., man. That's even heavier.
Even without nuclear propulsion, these vehicles represent a major leap forward in undersea endurance and adaptability. If future variants integrate more advanced energy systems, their reach could cover entire ocean basins. Ultimately, AJX-002 and its larger sibling show that autonomous undersea systems are no longer future projects, they're reality today. They highlight how quickly technology is advancing, reminding us that future control of the oceans may rest not only with ships on the surface, but with the silent machines below.
Yep, that's pretty much the point on that video, but these subs, man, some of them hold nuclear missiles, man. I didn't get a very good video to explain that point that I was trying to make, but it could be looked up, man. Maybe I'll get another one in another video, man, because it's getting heavy, man. Like I say, we're in the Shabbat, man. And, man, war is coming very fast, man. And that's pretty much the point on those 2 videos. I'm going to end out with these couple of precepts. This is Zechariah 8:1 and 2. It says, Again the word of the Lord Yahweh of armies came to me, saying, Thus said the Lord Yahweh of armies, I was jealous for Zion with great jealousy, and I was jealous for her with great fury. Okay? And I'm going to get this last precept right here. I'm going to get Zephaniah 1-8. It says, Woe, Salakia. It says, wait till that light go off. It says, Woe to her that is filthy and polluted, to the oppressive city. Yeah, America is filthy and polluted, man. This is the whore. The whore is filthy and polluted. This is the whore that ride upon the beast, man. All right? The oppressive city. This city, America, has oppressed the fuck out of us, man. Since day fucking one, man. And then they want to call our brothers and sisters immigrants. No, you the real immigrants because they were here before your ass were, man. All right? You fucking hypocrites. Hypocrites have their portion in the lake of fire as well. It says, verse 2, Zephaniah 3 and 2. She obeyed not the voice. She received not correction. She trusted not in the Lord Yahweh. She drew not near to her God. Yep. That's talking about you Israelites, because only we can draw closer to our power, man. It says her princes within her are roaring lions. Her judges are even wolves. They gnaw not the bone to the marrow. Her prophets are light and treacherous persons. Her priests have polluted the sanctuary. They have done violence to the law. The just Lord Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgments to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. Shit, no. They don't want to get themselves together. It says, I have cut off the nations. Their towers are desolate. I made their streets waste. Yeah, with war. That none passeth by. Their cities are destroyed, so that there is no man, that there is none inhabitant. Verse 7, I said, surely thou wilt fear me, thou wilt receive instruction, so that dwellings should not be cut off. Howsoever I punished them, but they rose early and corrupted all their doings. That's talking about you Israelites, though, man. Zephaniah 3 and 8, this is the point. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh, until the day that I rise up against the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms. That's what the Lord doing. He assembling these kingdoms for war, so they can destroy their fucking selves. It says, the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, thermonuclear destruction, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. The Lord is jealous over his people, man. With the Israelites, we are scattered across the four corners of the whole globe, man. The whole world got to pay. Okay, don't get this shit twisted. Not just America. Russia got to pay. China got to pay. Iran got to pay. India got to pay. I don't give a fuck who you name. They all have to pay for what the fuck they did to us. They all had a part in our captivity, man. So once we get the kingdom, we gonna put their ass in captivity, man. You know? And they gonna pay homage to us forever, man. And you gonna worship our power. And you gonna keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. You know? Or it's gonna be off with your head, man. Point blank period, man. The Lord said, if this was my kingdom, my servants would fight. The Lord is a man of war, Exodus 15 and 3, man. Don't get it twisted. So with that being said, hopefully this lesson has been edifying on this Shabbat, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, I'm going to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Ruchakodash. Double honors to our apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, teaching rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect, man. Shalom, Abba Babal. And soon, man, Kwam Yasharala. Soon, man. Shalom.